Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Toughness isn't just about surviving the storm. Toughness is about staring the storm down and daring it to break you. Toughness is about showing up when everything in you wants to quit. You see, I value toughness, and I value toughness because I've lived through hell and didn't come out empty-handed. I came out forged by the fire, through blood, through sweat, through heartbreak. All of these things taught me that strength isn't found in comfort. However, strength is built in chaos. I don't just admire toughness. I depend on it because when life swings, I don't flinch, dog. I fight. This episode of the Recovery Couch is brought to you by J.B. Davis at Performance Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. For integrity, service, and unbeatable deals, ask for J.B. in Centerville and tell them the Recovery Couch sent you. What's up, my friends? Welcome back to the Recovery Couch. I'm your host, Brandon Couch, and this is episode 5 of our daily series, Tough Times Don't Last, Tough People Do. If you've been following this journey, you know by now, I don't believe toughness is all about stature, muscles, or bravado. I believe toughness is more about grit, about faith, and about showing up when your feelings tell you that you don't want to. That's what today's episode is all about. Just a reminder before we get into the episode, my book, Step 4, A Journey Through Addiction, is releasing this fall. Make sure you go and check that out. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, endurance over emotion, after a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by True Story Media. True Story Media is the creative team behind this podcast. So if you're ready to tell your story, build a platform, or start your own podcast, visit us at www.recoverycouch.com and take your first step. There were so many days in early recovery when I did not feel like showing up. I didn't feel like going to meetings. I didn't feel like being honest. I didn't feel like doing the next right thing. But luckily for me, I chose to do it anyway. Not because I felt strong, but because I had made a decision that I was going to endure the pain. Here's the truth. Our emotions are real, but they're not always right. Our feelings can tell us we're failing when we're actually growing. Our feelings can convince us that we want to quit when we're this close to a breakthrough, which is why endurance matters. Because endurance isn't about how we feel. It's about what we choose again and again and again. Toughness means committing to the process, even on the days when it doesn't feel powerful. It means keeping your promises when no one else is watching. It means saying, I will not let this moment define who I am. If you listen to me, you know I talk a lot about this in my upcoming book, Step 4, A Journey Through My Addiction, because endurance is what kept me alive. It's what kept me grounded when everything in me screamed, run. And honestly, that's when I started to see real change. Not in the emotional highs, but in the quiet consistency. So if you're in that space today, tired, numb, unsure, don't wait to feel strong. Choose to be steady. Choose to stay. Choose to be tough. Your emotions will shift. Your strength will come. But your endurance, that's the engine that carries you through every valley. I'd like to thank you for sitting with me today on the Recovery Couch. And remember, endurance isn't glamorous. It's not loud. It's not exciting. But it's what separates collapse from comeback. You don't have to feel like it to be faithful. Just keep showing up. One more reminder about Step 4, My Journey Through Addiction, is releasing this fall. It's full of the kind of gritty, honest endurance that made my journey possible. I'd love for you to join me tomorrow for episode 6. What you survived didn't kill you. It equipped you. We'll talk about how your past doesn't disqualify you. It prepares you. Until then, choose endurance, stay steady, because tough times don't last. Tough people do. This episode is brought to you by Greg Swartz at RE/MAX Victory and Affiliates. Whether you're buying or selling your home, Greg brings heart, hustle, and honesty to every deal. Call Greg at 937-477-8975 today. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. If you're walking through a fire right now, good, because that's where toughness is made. Don't look for the easy way out. Look for the strength inside you that refuses to die. I've been cut, I've been crushed, I've been counted out, but I never stayed down. Toughness isn't about winning every single round. It's about getting back up when nobody's watching. That's what I live by. That's what I respect. And if you're still standing, if you're scarred and breathing, then you, my friend, are tougher than you think. I'd like to thank you for sitting with me today on the Recovery Couch. Remember, you always have a seat right here on the Recovery Couch. And don't forget, tough times don't last, but tough people do.